Good wishes, dear students. In today's class, we will work out evaluate yourself questions from page number 134, 136 and 137. The questions are so easy, nothing to get yourself confused or troubled with. The given question is, give the IUPAC name and classify the following as a simple or a mixed ether. You know the functional group of ether that is represented as a ROR. Between two alkyl group we have an oxygen here. Now this is the given structure: CH3, CH2O, CH2, 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 CH3. I have already taught you. One side of the carbon you have a smaller alkyl group. On the other side you've got a greater alkyl group. So the ethoxy, oxy name will be going to the smaller alkyl group, that is ethyl. So we write it as a ethoxy. On the other side you've got a 4 carbon, so we write it as a butane, ethoxybutane. Now on either side 2 different types of alkyl group. Hence it's called as a mixed ether. Answer is so small. Second question, again the structure is given to you. So the name of the structure will be always the functional group should get the lowest number. So if you move in from this direction, you've got a first, second, third and the fourth one. So between these two, chloro, alphabetical order, chloro groups comes first. So 4 chloro, first carbon, first chain has got the methoxy group there. 4 chloro, 1 methoxybenzene. Again on either side, one side you've got a methyl group, the other side you've got a benzene representation. So it's again is a mixed ether category. Moving on to the third one, benzene group with the CH3 and C2H5O. Here again if we name it, this is an ether group, functional group is here. So it should get the lowest number. Start the number from this order, 1, 2 and 3. Third carbon has got a methyl. So 3 methyl, 1 ethoxybenzene. In this case 4 chloro, 1 methoxybenzene. In this case 3 methyl, 1 ethoxybenzene. Here again on either side, one side we have an ethyl substitution, the other side we have a benzene substitution. So it's also mixed ether. Moving on to question number 4, they have given it in a short form, that is CCH3 thrice they have given O, CCH3 thrice. I have expanded the form. So what type of structure do you remember? Carbon attached with the 3 CH3 group is termed as a tert group. So 2 tert butoxy, because here also we've got one tert formation, here also we've got one tert formation. So we can call it as a 2 tert butoxy, 2 methyl, because on substitutions here 2 methyl propane. Here again it's a simple ether. Why do we call it as a simple ether? If looking at the previous question you will understand. On either side of the oxygen the groups are not similar, they were dissimilar. But in this case on either side of the oxygen we have a similar group represented. So we can call it as a simple ether, meaning both the groups are same. Moving on to the fifth structure, the structure is given to you. So the lowest number should get the between double bond and a functional group. Functional group is ether, alkene is a double bond. So between these two, last year again you have learnt the series, the increasing or decreasing order of the arrangement of the functional groups you have learnt. So this one is given a prior importance. So when we go for it, 3 chloro, 3 methoxy, prop-1-ene, because third carbon has got the, after the first carbon there is a double bond here. Third carbon has got a ethoxy substitution and a chloro substitution. So 3 chloro, 3 methoxy, prop-1-ene. Here again it's a mixed ether category because on either side it's not a same group. The next one, name they have given, you will have to draw the structure, that is dibenzyl ether. The word ether stands for an ethyl group. So 2 carbon atom you need to show here. Dibenzyl stands for 2 benzene group, that is C6H5. Benzene C6H6, 1 hydrogen is replaced with the CH2. Similarly, di stands for 2 benzene. So another benzene, 6 hydrogen is replaced with the CH2. So C6H5, CH2O, CH2C6H5. Here again, it's not a mixed ether. I'm sorry, it should be simple ether, because on either side of the oxygen we have a similar group represented. The last question, vinyl allyl ether, you can either represent it in the form of a bond line structure or in the form of a CH2CH structure. So this will be the structure of vinyl allyl ether. Here again it's a mixed category. On either side of the oxygen we do not have the same group. Moving on to question number, evaluate yourself, taken from page number 136 here. Arrange the following compounds in the increasing order of acid strength. You have learnt very detailedly the concepts I have taught to you, how to identify the basic strength, acidity, strength of acidity and the basic strength there. So acid strength, when we say ability to lose the H plus ions easily. So they have given you the so many names there, propan 1-ol. I have given you the structure. 2, 4, 6, that is trinitrophenol. I have given you the structure. 3-nitrophenol. Phenol 1, 2, 3, third carbon has got a nitro group there. 3, 5, dinitrophenol. So third position and the fifth position you've got a nitro group. Phenol, you know the structure, 4-methyl phenol. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, fourth position you have a methyl group. So the structure you can write it here. Now you need to identify the acid strength. I am not going in detail since I have done the concept very detailedly for you. In short, I am telling you acid strength is found out based on ability to lose a H plus ions there. And one more clue I can give you. I have given you last year again, you have learnt the difference between electron withdrawing group and electron releasing group. So based on these two concepts, you can summarize the first one. You know the first one goes for a propan 1-ol. Then comes the sixth one, that is 4-methyl phenol, increasing order. So the first one will have the less acidic strength. Then comes the sixth one, then comes the fifth one, third, fourth and the second one. The concept based on it is electron withdrawing group and electron releasing group. You know NO2 is electron withdrawing group. CH3 is an electron releasing group. Moving on to the very last question, that is evaluate yourself, taken from page 137. 1 mole of hydrogen iodide is allowed to react with the tert butyl methyl ether. The word tert, you know, 3 CH3 group presence you need to show here. Tert methyl ether. Identify the product and write down the mechanism of the reaction. So tert butyl methyl ether. So tert CH3 methyl ether, we have written it, treating it with a HI. All this mechanism again you have learned it very detailedly. Lone pair of electron HI, H plus and I minus goes out here. Low sharing of lone pair of electron, the formation of OH bond is shown. The I which goes out as a nucleophile. Now the choice comes in, should this I go to this carbon or this carbon here. Now what's the point I gave you when I took the lesson? The negative group, that's the incoming nucleophile, will prefer to go to the carbon which is less sterically hindered. So this carbon has got a less sterically hindered than this carbon. So the bond will be breaking in. So you get a CH3, CH3 as it is OH here. So that is tert butyl alcohol. This new incoming nucleophile will go and join this carbon. So we get a iodomethane. So this is the structure of tert butyl methyl ether, and this is the structure of tert butyl alcohol and iodomethane. All these concepts are done very detailedly and neatly in the earlier classes. I am only showing you how to write the precise answer easily. Thank you.